Hello, welcome to the Doggy Style Podcast. Join me, Al Berg, and my dog Lola on our adventures through Long Island and New York City. I'll be discussing all sorts of topics that you won't hear anywhere else. Okay, maybe you will. I talk about key principles of success, happiness, and we know we want happiness, persuasion, dogs, my life, some secrets, and many other interesting topics. Come on in. Put your seat back, kick off them shoes. Well, not if you're driving, of course. Take a deep breath, relax, get rid of that stress, and enjoy the ride. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. This is Al Berg and Lola, and this is the Doggy Style Podcast, episode 67, 68. One of these days I'll figure that out. It's either 67 or 60, so I'll say both and then I'll cut it. So this is the Doggy Style Podcast, episode 67. This is the Doggy Style Podcast, episode 68. So one of those will make it and one of those won't. So it's a hot day today. Um, she just, she's at her favorite dog's house, just scraped herself with a lot of little pine needles. And the owner's here, so I have to make sure she doesn't pee on his lawn. Why are you all full of grass clippings? Huh? You're all full of grass clippings. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, it's Rocky's house. Come on. Come. Come on. Yeah, it's not a it's a hot one, so it's good that I'm taking her out. She'll tire out early on, and then she'll be sleeping most of the day, and maybe we'll go to the beach. But outside the shade, it is hot and humid. Hazy, hot and humid, real beach day in New York. This June, what is today? Today is Saturday, June 30th. Oh, we're almost in July. Look at that, how fast the months go. Um, which reminds me, my goal for June was to clean. And what are you doing? What do you say? What is it? There's something on the yard there? Come on, come on. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. So, yeah, so she's got to poop. It's poop time. That's what it is. Good morning. How you doing? Let him get his paper. Stop that. Come on. So we just saw our neighbor who has a dog. It's a cute dog. Lola definitely has to poop. I've had, I've seen it before. I'm a little tired right now. There, yeah. You don't poop on people's houses. You poop at the yard. The park is completely in sun. I don't know if there's a shady spot. I'm a little thirsty myself. Hey, no, 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 no. Don't pee on people's lawns. Be a girl. Okay, it's good there's nobody here. Nobody at the park. We are at the park. And she's gonna poop a doop. Yeah, so one of the things I was thinking about is that this podcast will have very low odds of success. Really low, Chris. Now, one thing that could make it more successful is what's called a wolf pack. I guess you get people to like and subscribe. But oh, but I don't see how. I mean, even that. I'm not sure. I guess word of mouth. If you have good content, it seems like the political podcasts do well under what I see. I don't know of any self-help podcasts that do well. which this is kind of in that genre. So I forgot to bring Lola her treats, um, which is not a big deal. She'll eat when we get home. We're not going to stay out long because it is so hot. Yeah, so I was just saying she started to poop, so I stopped. That is really hard for this to compete with a lot of stuff. So if I wanted to compete, it would first of all have to, the quality would have to be much better. In terms of quality would be what I'm saying, the information I'm conveying, and all that other good stuff. Okay, so go through my standard podcast. I mean, again, the nice thing about not doing the video. Okay, so I have the first item: create a list of goals, and within the goals, that test to reach them, then randomly select to work on. Oh, basically, the idea is to create a list with my goals. Should be 7 plus or minus 2, and then within each list, I would have oh shit! As I stepped in a hole and almost twisted my ankle. And so within each one, I would have a list of steps, 7 plus or minus 2, of what I have to do. So I could randomly select a goal, or I could randomly select and then randomly select an item from the goal. I don't have any treats today. She's looking at me. I don't have any. Sorry. So that's something I'm going to do today. When I get home, I'll make that list of goals. There's a couple things that I'm pushing myself to do, and a couple things I do without even having it on the list. It's interesting that I have to put things on a list to get them done instead of just doing stuff. We went out with friends last night to a restaurant. I don't recall the name. It was on Route 24, Steak Place, and it was pretty expensive. It was like 140 a couple, I'm going to say. So $70 a person. What are you looking at? A bird? You're not going to catch a bird. Oh, there's a squirrel right there. I see it on the fence. Two squirrels. There were two squirrels on a fence and a row of birds. Did you get them? Did you get them? So that's an idea. I do want to come up with some better questions. So as I add things, I'm big on making money. I want to try and do things that are going to make money. Now, this podcast, this is more for myself. Probably won't make money. You never know. It's good practice. There is a skill that I'm getting out of it, is how to do a podcast. So I like Scott Adams' talent stack, is the more. And it also helps a little bit with public speaking, though talking to a tape while walking my dog is different than talking to a live audience. So if I did want to get better at live speaking, I have to talk to a live audience. And it's something to consider. So while we were out with friends last night at this expensive steak place, one of the friends mentioned something called the Fauda Show, Fauda. It seems to be something about Israel and the Palestinians. So I'm going to look for that maybe. I don't know. TV shows are good and bad. Oh, there's a dead bird here. Oh, what happened to the birdie? Leave it alone. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Yeah, somehow something killed the bird. I wonder if it was the dog. So there is a dead bird here. Was your friend here? Did your friend show up here? Um, I talked yesterday a little bit about this I don't care attitude, and I'm going to have to work on it a little bit. It had to do with a closet at work that for some reason I became the owner of it, and people would leave the closet open, and it had to be closed. And I decided yesterday that I don't really care whether it's open or closed. I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to make that my responsibility anymore. And I'm okay if it's open. So this whole I don't care attitude, I think this the key might be a key to happiness. Uh, but I was walking, and then so I had to make the light. I cared about making the light. Idiot. Come on, Loli. So I had to make the light walking, and so that caused a little stress. So if I didn't care about making the light, and I just stopped there and waited, um, the problem would be is that I would be late. I was trying to meet somebody, so I can't really say I don't care. I mean, I don't want to leave somebody. So I'm going to refine that to say there's certain things I shouldn't care about, and you got to figure out what they are. Okay, and I talked about these other things, so I'm just going to go. You're hot already, huh? Yeah, it's a really hot day, as I said before. So I've gone through these. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to hit the persuasion book today. So let me open that. I think I'll just continue to go through a little bit. Oh, so I have a list. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so I'm just looking at a list that I went through a bunch of things. I'm going to stick with this because I'm not sure I'm going to have to log on. Um, I have something here called, okay, yeah, so I have be able to get done small annoying tasks. That seems to be an important thing. I don't know if I figured out a good way to do that. Jerry Seinfeld success stories, success rules. Come on, poops. Let's go. Come here, come here. Oh, you're hot already. Yes, I could tell. It's very hot out here. We'll give you. You get treats when we get home. Okay, I forgot to bring it. You didn't remind me. It's your doggy responsibility to remind me. Okay, wherever you want to go. So let's try. Let's stay in the shade. Oh, Jesus Christ! I keep tripping. I don't know if I have strong ankles, but I just tripped again. I didn't fall, but I lost my balance, stepped in a hole. It's like the second one. Yeah, so I have Jerry Seinfeld success rules. Let's look at that. And it says I don't have access to it, so I must be logged off. Oh, you want to go? Come here. We'll go this way. Yeah. Whew. I'm thirsty and hungry, so my weight today was not great. I broke 170 for the first time in, I'll say, a week. I was down to 165.8, so, and this was, a lot of it was because of the colonoscopy. So hopefully today I could really focus on getting back on track, not eating carbs, and get back on track. I'm pretty far behind the goal today. It was just really close, but I knew it was weight loss due to colonoscopy. You can't count on. Come, let's go across. It's a lot of, wait, it's being a pain. Game your review. Come on. So this is an idea I have. I've never implemented it. Um, Basically, almost everybody that's an employee gets a employee review, and the whole thought is to game it. And all that means is that you want to, on a daily basis, while at work, see how you're doing towards your review and keep track of all the things you do. Um, if the review is a key thing, a key part of your job, which in my case it is, I need to spend time each day doing that. Um, Tracking what I'm doing, rating myself on the particular task and why. And then when I do my review, it's very easy. So now it seems like we have a semi-annual review and we have an annual review. So the semi-annual review is kind of a checkpoint which is coming up, which I'm not looking forward to. So I'm hoping to say I don't care. And then if I don't care about my review, so there's a problem with this I don't care attitude. So if I didn't care about the review, I probably wouldn't get as good of a one as I did care. So okay, maybe I don't care is the right attitude, but there is something there still that I will work on. Yeah, so if I made sure I was doing the things in my review, which is total bullshit, and if, say, the ratings are 1 to 5, 5 being the best, then try to always find ways to get a 5 on those items. Um, and it's just a simple, when I say game, it's you don't do specifically what you would do normally. You do basically what gets you the best outcome. So when I say game, there's a lot of things, and this is I got this I think from Timothy Ferris, who was entered some sort of Chinese kickboxing tournament, and he gamed it by winning based on the rules. So you can do the same with an employment review or anything, anything where there's a set of rules that you're measured on. Now, can you game tests? I would say yeah, if you could, if you knew what to study or had better ways to select the best answer. That's gaming in a way. I mean, if you practice, if you do a lot of practice on this specific test, that's kind of gaming. It's not, right? If you're going to practice if you get into medical school because you do good on a test, then gaming it is essentially, taking courses, having experts teach you how to do it, spending a lot of time. So you can consider that gaming also in some way, but not as much as I was thinking in terms of the Timothy Ferris, which borders on ethical. But the question is, do successful people game things? Do they go to the ethical limits? In other words, if somebody wants to be successful, do they have a political battle and win? Or a politician does something like that? Okay, next one I have a partner, and I wrote the word Ami next to it, or the name. I do have a cousin named Ami. I'm not sure why I wrote that, have a partner. So I haven't had a partner in any of my ventures. So that should, and I'm using the word should, be a goal of mine, is to find somebody to partner with on one of my ideas. Uh, Maybe find multiple partners for different ideas. And so somebody who likes the idea. So the only way to get a partner in these ideas is I'm going to have to make videos on the idea or describe it very, very succinctly, and then see if I can get either an investor or some sort of partner, somebody who likes the idea and wants to be part of it, part of building the thing. It's a brutal day out here. Um, it's like 8:30 and it's got to be high 80s right now. You know, Doggy doesn't do well in the heat because she's very dark. Come on. Yeah, so this whole idea of having a partner, it seems like a lot of successful people. Microsoft, there was Bill Gates and the other guy. Um, Apple was Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Good morning. Good. How you doing? Come on. Come quickly. Come, 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 come. Come quickly. Oi, is I'm tripping? Come on, let's go inside. It's too hot outside. Come on. Come on. I got things I want to do. And one of them is going to be to cut the bushes. Let's take a picture of that. That's a big bush. Oh, you're so hot. She's a good dog. She's good. You can go upstairs. You want to go up? You can go up. Take a picture of that big bush. That's a big bush, yeah. Yeah. Well, the pictures have your. Come on. Did we leave this door open? That's weird. Come on. Look who's there. Nigel's there. Good morning. Did you open the door? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I left it open. One second. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. The 4 rules I try to live by are: number 1, life is short and goes by extremely fast. 2, if you do what you've done, you get what you've got. 3, step outside your comfort zone. 4, there is only now, so live in the present. Please subscribe and like this video because it helps me and hopefully helps you. Please leave a comment, as I'd love to hear from you. You can follow me on Twitter and Periscope at Alec Berg. To get more information, check out t2do.com. That's 4 characters. The letter T as in Tom, the number 2, D-O, that's t2do.com. See you until next time.